Peep this. Peep how every light I get will be red or I'm gonna catch red. This is a semi-truck driver. You're gonna listen to some audio I'm listening to while I'm doing this.
Definitely invoking a lofty feeling of spiritual joy, although the effects on the astral are not identical. Likewise, the etheric body could have its structure altered by some injury to the physical body, or from some blockage or abnormality in the astral body, percolating its influence down to the etheric level. Whatever influences are exerted upon the soul by body and spirit, their effects continue to linger in the soul, like tea continuing to circulate after having been stirred. This is why I said the ego runs on both neural and etheric hardware. Despite originating in the physical, the ego imparts the momentum of its conditioning upon the etheric. Consequences of lacking a spirit. With the preceding in mind, consider what happens when someone has body, ego, and soul, but lacks spirit. First and foremost, their entire makeup would be the result of material influences like genetics and environment. The seat of their apparent intelligence would be the ego. And without the counterweight of spirit, their ego would reign king. Thus, in accordance with the function of ego, such people would be completely dedicated to material and social survival. Notice that people with spirit who are awake to their spiritual impulses often make willful choices that serve no financial, social, or egotistic gains, that go against the expectations of Darwinian evolutionary principles, and that serve only spiritual ends.
Because I'm recording.
Such impulses are absent in spiritless people. Thus, they are truly optimized for survival in the physical world. Without conscience, empathy, or inner battle between ego and spirit holding them back, they can more quickly and easily succeed in their worldly environments, regardless of the cost to others. To better understand their metaphysical differences, consider what happens to spirited and spiritless people upon physical death.
As soon as I stop recording, or
spirit and soul nested one inside the other, together leave the physical body.
I mean, the light's red. But it turned green immediately
the component of the soul
as soon as I pick up the phone,
leaving only spirit nested inside the astral body.
I don't know if you could see it because it was a distance off.
The astral body then also
but I could pick it up.
The disintegration of etheric and astral bodies.
That's how quickly,
meaning the dissolution or casting away of the soul.
Sorry. That video is from Montalk, MONTALK.net. You could also find it on montalk.net on YouTube. Talking about spiritless beings and how they outnumber people that are spirited and how they work in conjunction as a hive mind and how to detect them. Ironically, every time I pick up the phone, you'll notice that it's always green. The likelihood of that is like low, but every time I put down the phone, it's always red. Gotta get on over. Normally, you see that getting over would be fucking impossible. It would be impossible, like if I wasn't recording. This is like the breakdown. It's less in trucking because if they slip up, a lot of people are already horrible drivers. If they slip up, you could end up badly injured or dead. In a normal vehicle, it's more dense, it's more crazy, it's more, and it's calculated, by the way. So you'll have like, I don't know, man, like it's, the spiritual warfare is tuned in for your shit. For example, I'm supposed to be on time for pickup for this load. I have this guy calling me since yesterday, my dispatcher, trying to raise cortisol, be stressful. And there's no reason to rush because I'm always going to be behind, even if I'm early. There's always something. Whether the truck's breaking down, it's always some shit. They even force the truck itself to break and shift a load to where I have to pay for it and it comes out of my check to slow me down and hinder me. It's always to hinder me and slow me down. So it doesn't matter how hard I work or whatever I do, even though I work past normal hours, the results will be the same. But I'm not even documenting this to complain or even like, you know, the usual person that's gang stalked. This is spiritual warfare, by the way, not gang stalking. It was like, oh, I'm scared or some weird goofy ass shit like that. I've seen a lot of terrible shit. This is nothing. This is nothing. But the point I'm making is like, not only I'm trying to prove it's spiritual, but there's something to it. Like, they won't allow you to make a good enough video unless you catch them slipping, which I have, which requires me to buy a lot of cameras, which I've done before, and that footage has disappeared with my Bitcoin that I had in my little storage shit. But it takes a lot of work to catch them consecutively doing a bunch of fucking weird shit and compiling that shit together. Like, I'm proving it's spiritual. Like, this is not a good video at all. Nowhere near it. I'm just talking the talk on this video. But it's so spiritual and so in tune that I can predict it. I remember my brother got high for the first time around me. My little brother. And when you're intoxicated, when you're drunk, when you're high, your spiritual gates are more susceptible to these attacks, whether you're an NPC or not. I don't know, because I don't know if he's an NPC. I think he is. Like, when your spirit is taken over, you become no different than an NPC. That's all I know. But he was high around me, and I was driving around doing errands and shit and whatnot, and he was in the passenger seat. And the normal person and NPC has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But they'll even say I'm crazy. But obviously we share DNA, so there's a higher chance of him seeing, especially if he's high off of weed. And I was like, look, this is gonna happen at this light, this is gonna turn here, this. And I did this for like the entire ride, from A to Z. And he's like, my mind is fucking blown, like his mind. And that's like not even, it's barely scraping the surface of what I was saying. Now, the reason why I say he could potentially be an NPC or a spirit taking over is like a day or like not even a week. He completely forgot everything that we just talked about. Right? Like it never even happened. Like he never saw that weird shit in consecutive order. Nothing that I've even caught on camera. It's way worse than anything I get to catch on camera. But it's interesting that, as I don't know, lack of a better word, the Matrix, I'll label it. It's interesting how the Matrix will show itself, and I've noticed this from young, because I used to smoke weed when I was in high school and a little bit in college. I'll notice that it will show itself amongst everyone that's on weed or on alcohol, or I don't know about other substances. They'll show, regardless of their stance in NPC or spiritual positioning, and based on your spiritual positioning and whether you're an NPC or not, will dictate if you can retain the truth of what you just saw. And there's a lot of weird shit. Like, for example, the Epstein files. If enough people stop talking about it, it'll go like it never happened. That's because majority of people are either NPCs or their spirit is completely taken over. And they're no different. They're a demonic, egotistical meat suit floating around. Anyway, this video is long enough, and I'm working. But God loves you. I love you.